I'm Charlotte and I'm doing my PhD in microbiology or biotechnology, I might change it up, in the School of Biosciences. My project is looking at plastic degradation and how we can remediate it using biological solutions. Before my PhD, I did a master's at Kent in microbiology in a similar area. But before that, I did my undergraduate in marine biology and zoology, so actually it was a bit of a curveball and that wasn't at Kent. So it was a big jump going from marine biology into microbiology. I chose it based on the supervisor, the type of programme that I'm on, and also Kent Uni. For my master's, I didn't look at the university, I chose it based on project. And then I fell in love with it. Like, I think a lot of people have just fallen in love with Kent when they come here. So I heard about my PhD internally, so I'm in the Kent Fungal Group and there's lots of PIs, and they advertised it at most of our meetings, and a lot of PhDs are advertised internally through biosciences here. I really enjoyed in my master's year, so unfortunately I was in lockdown in my master's year and I lived in the graduate school, so in Wolf, and I met a lot of different international students. I think I was the only English student in my flat, and I loved it. I got to meet so many different people, and it's continued throughout into my PhD where I've just met loads of different people. So from Kent, I've attended a few workshops on Kickstart Your PhD, which helps you start your PhD. But through my DTP, it's quite complex, but you have different summer schools. So I've done one in media, I'm doing one in business, and I did one in data management. So it's training me in all these different areas. And then we also have all the wellbeing support and everything like that, which is fantastic. For my PhD, I'd say it's different from an undergraduate level because it's more driven by me. So you no longer get deadlines set by the lecturers or the PIs. You have to set them yourself, and I think that's really important, that you are good at managing your own time because it's all based on you, and if you don't show up, the work doesn't get done, which sounds scary, but it's actually quite nice because I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. From within the university, we have a lot of resources within biosciences, so different pieces of equipment that I can access. So for my project, there's no limits on what I can do, but then additional to that, through my DTP, I actually have more access to more equipment in different facilities across the southeast coast, which is really amazing. My advice would be, if you're going to apply to a PhD, is when you're applying, you see the PhD supervisor's name, meet up with them before you apply to the project or on any DTP, and it's really good protocol to email them before with just a question about the project. Even if you know the answer, it just makes them remember you. And then if you get the opportunity to meet them, don't just meet them, meet their lab, because you need to have a good relationship with your supervisor. So if you go and meet the lab, you can get a representation of what the lab is like from the student's point of view.